Oh yeah. Wait a minute, girl, can you slow down? Wait a minute, girl, what's the rush now? I wanna introduce myself to you. My name is one-on-one guy to prefer now. I like the way you put your fists together. I like the way you do your hair in the morning. I see why all the boys want you, girl. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about guard Andrew Norwell, as we have a major update on him because of his future here is very uncertain. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, Andrew Norwell, okay, honestly speaking, he has been a forgotten person that's still on this roster. Ever since we got Chris Paul last year and he played in the Cowboys game, everybody's been excited about him. We still got Sadiq Charles. We just went out and got a guy by the name of Nick Gates. We have a lot of other options at guard. Sam Cosmi moving to guard. I think Andrew Norwell kind of was the forgotten guy here, okay? We know we moved on from Trey Turner. And when we moved on from Trey Turner, I immediately assumed Andrew Norwell was following him, but we never got an update on Andrew Norwell. Now we do. And the Washington Commanders are looking to release Andrew Norwell once he's healthy. Now, before we get any further, let's take a trip down memory lane of how Andrew Norwell was last season. Andrew Norwell was pretty bad. Pretty bad to say the least, okay? He wasn't Trey Turner bad, but he was bad. He just lacked mobility, you know what I'm saying? He just couldn't move. And that was the problem with our offensive line last year. Is we didn't have no athletic guys up front, you know, especially the guards. Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner. They could not move. They were statues, bro. So Charles Leno is not the best mobility. And in one offensive line, bro, especially in this day and age, you need to be able to be athletic and move. And we did not have that up front. We missed that desperately. That's why we're hoping guys like Chris Paul could pan out, Sam Cosmi could pan out, and potentially Sadiq Charles, because we need some young legs in the offensive line, especially what kind of offense we want to run. We want to be athletic. We want to be physical. We want to be down the field. You know, we couldn't really we really didn't have that much success last year down the field blocking because our guys were just not physically capable. You know, and that was my biggest issue with Andrew Norwell, is that one, he was hurt, and then he just wasn't physically able to perform to my liking, okay? So Washington agreed, and they are going to potentially move on from him once he's healthy. But let's read the actual quote from ESPN's John Keim. So it says this. Quote from ESPN John Keim on the future of Commanders left guard Andrew Norwell. Andrew Norwell is still on the roster. I don't expect that to be the case for too long. They're waiting for him to be healthy so they can find a way to make a move. Commanders added a young talent on the offensive line this season and already cut Chase Roullier. Norwell could be next. I think Norwell is going to be next. I don't think it's a case of will he, it's when will he. They, like you said, Jay, already moved on from Chase Roullier. They're trying to make room for some young guys and potentially cap space. I believe Andrew Norwell signed a 2-year deal last year, so it wouldn't be that big of a problem letting him go. You know, at first I was starting to really feel like they may keep Andrew Norwell for depth. Once they made the move to bring in a lot of young talent on the offensive line this year, I knew it was done for Andrew Norwell. And quite frankly, again, I was surprised that it took this long. Now, they said he's not healthy right now again, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of injury does he have. Is it something that carried over from the season? Or is it something that he recently sustained? And again, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to trade Andrew Norwell? I don't think he has any much value. So you saying that you want to wait to make a move has me thinking, what is it that Washington is planning on doing? Because if you want to just cut a guy, can't you just cut a guy, even if they're not healthy or not? Or maybe it's something that I'm missing that is potentially in a contract agreement that you can't cut him until he's healthy. Or maybe it's something. But I just want to see our offensive line improved, okay? Because yes, Carson Wentz was terrible. Okay, we're not gonna cut no cards. He was bad, but the offensive line failed him too, man. And it really started with the interior. Once Chase Roulier went down, the offensive line fell apart. Trey Turner was already banged up before the season even started. Andrew Norwell was feeding quicksand like. I just want some athletic guys, man. And we got Brennan Daniels from the draft from Utah. Hopefully he can come in and provide some potential depth, maybe a starter. I just want to see some nasty, physical, athletic freaks on the offensive line, man. That's just going to be bullying, moving defensive linemen out the way, giving Sam Howell a clean pocket, open up the run lanes for guys like Brian Robinson, Antonio Gibson, Christian Rodriguez, Curtis Samuel. You name it, man. So Andrew Norwell being cut, potentially at some point, I think he may now be a post-June 1 cut because that can save them some more money. Is this the guy that a lot of Washington fans forgot about that could be the cut? You know, a lot of people are saying this isn't going to be the last time Washington cut a guy when they cut Chase Roulier. And I don't think a lot of us was thinking about Andrew Norwell when we were thinking. We just said Kendall Fuller, Logan Thomas, Charles Leno. Andrew Norwell is still on the roster, ladies and gentlemen. He's still on the contract, so that could be the next guy that they're going to cut. Matter of fact, that is not. It's not that might be. That is going to be the next guy they cut. It's just when they're waiting for the time. I think it's going to be the post-June 1 cut, especially if he is dealing with the injury. This gives them time. It gives them practically a little under a month for him to heal and for Washington to make it to the post-June 1 cut. That's going to allow them to get more money towards the cap. So that's my thoughts on it. I personally wish Andrew Norwell nothing but the best because I do not dislike him as a person. Just as a football player, bro, your days might be over, my man. Because you were solid in Jacksonville. You were pretty solid in Jacksonville. And I had high hopes for former offensive line coach John Masco before Travell Wharton took over. I thought John Masco was going to turn him into a beast. I thought he was going to turn Trey Turner into a beast because I felt like in years past you was able to give John Masco any kind of combination. He made it work. And this year, it just didn't happen. So we'll see what the new offensive line is going to consist of. It's going to be a bunch of new faces, man. The only returning guys I want to say is on the starting line is going to be what? Leno and Cosme, right? You got a new right tackle, unless you put C. Luke back out there. But you got Andrew Wiley, who you just signed. Your left guard, potentially Chris Paul, Brendan Daniels, Nick Gates. Like, you're going to have some new guys on that line. Only returning guys, I believe, is Leno and Cosme. So it's going to be a new combination. So I'm excited to see what Travell Wharton is working up, what Eric Bieniemy is cooking up together to put out the best combination for the offensive line. I cannot wait for that camp battle. That's always a really, really good camp battle to pay attention to. So we'll see what happens once they get to camp in July. But Andrew Norwell is soon to be cut by the Washington Commanders per John Keim of ESPN. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you drop, slide on the one where they get you locked.